G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to the 58th episode in our Aston Villa career mode series. This is bound to be a monumental episode for the series. We are in the summer transfer window here to kick off season number 6. Of course, if you didn't see the last episode, go and check it out because we brought in Kimpembe, Pickford, and Jesus on a pre-contract Jesus was, but Kimpembe and Pickford on actual deals. We also had the Community Shield last episode, which we won against Everton, but today's episode is focused on bringing in a new centre midfielder. If we look at the calendar as well, we will have our opening 4 games of the Premier League season, and I tell you what, if we want to defend our title, we're going to have to start off strong here because we have Manchester City at home, Manchester United away, Leicester at home, and Everton at home. So 4 big clashes. But if you guys do want to enjoy today's episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, if you're new around here, scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. But without further ado, let's get into today's episode. And we are going to have our first training session for this season here. A lot of our youth academy players getting involved here. Janssens, Ferrari, Barrios, Lars Lucas May, and Rose. Not going to go up in anything, I would say, in today's episode. Attacking position goes up for Janssens, but these are the stats I want to work on for a lot of the season for these guys. Transfer offer for Brent Goossens. Do I want to sell him? Oh, he's only 18, 64 rated. No, I'm not going to sell him. I'm going to reject that offer. Transfer offer for Juan Sore Alvarez. This is someone that I want to sell. £8.4 million was what we accepted from Anderlecht, but I'm going to accept 7.4 from Bologna for his signature. But we are going to get into our first game of the Premier League season here. Jesus coming up against his former club. We take on Manchester City. We want to go back-to-back in the Premier League this season, and we have to start it off in one of the toughest ways possible. Manchester City at home. Let's put in a big performance here. This is the strongest our side has ever been. We have an insane side. We need a result here. Look how good that gold patch on the arm looks. That is awesome. But here is our starting 11. Jordan Pickford making his Premier League debut for us. I've got to change the numbers of Pickford and those sorts of players. A lot of players actually I need to change the numbers for. But our side is insane. It's a little bit different this season, changing to a 4-1-2-1-2 like you would have seen in the Community Shield. Silva and Jesus up front. That should create a lot more opportunities for us. Now let's look at what Manchester City are rocking. Edison, the man we almost went in for in between the sticks. Aarons, Pavard, Jean and Grimaldo in there. So on a right back line, Foden, Douglas Luiz and Garcia in the midfield. And then Mahrez, Rebic and Sane up front. It's a good side. It's a very good side, but it's not an insane side. Julian Draxler, one of his final games potentially for us here. Jesus over the top to Hudson-Odoi. It's a heavy touch. He gets the cross in though. Julian Brandt had the perfect opportunity to make it 1-0. We continue to attack though. Brandt, beautiful ball to Lozano. Backstick. Jesus. Jesus could have scored against his former side. I was already thinking about, am I going to do the disrespect celebration? But we've fluffed that one. What an opening 8 minutes it's been though. We're on the attack here. Mahrez. We're jockeying with Kimpembe. They go to Leroy Sane, who hits it and forces a good save there from Jordan Pickford at the near post. Beautifully played from Mendy down to Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi goes to Brandt, who goes there. Silva, nice touch. Andre Silva through. Jesus Green times it. Scores against his former side. I'm trying to do, there we go. The no disrespect celebration, the respect celebration. Jesus, what a start to the second half. Oh my God. Those ones are so good. Like when you see the striker running on that angle, you've just got to belt it first time. Finessed it past Edison. Look at this. This is going to be such a nice angle. Bang. Just straight past Edison. 1-0 Villa. Come on. Jesus. Good. Well one from... Oh, we've still got it here. What the hell? We've still got the ball. It's actually going to turn into something. Good, well done from Brandt. Back post. Win that header. We do. Oh my God. Was that Lozano? No, it's Silva. Andre Silva scoring his first goal for the season. I don't even know how he's... Like, half the time when I was setting up for that goal, I was like, what's going on here? How did I just do that? We've scored another goal. We've gone bang bang and scored 2 in 7 minutes. Beautiful flick over the head from Brandt. Beautiful cross. And look at that, Silva at the back post. 2-0, let's go. Throw in here for Man City. Aarons sends that one in there. Half headed away from Wan-Bissaka. It goes to Douglas Luiz. Good save from Pickford though. Here we go, Silva. Through to Lozano. If we can get a third goal here. Look at that, he sent him. Get to that. What the hell is Edison doing there? Jesus almost scored, but he's hit the crossbar. What? Substitution time for us though. Julian Draxler coming off the pitch. We are bringing on Francesco Ferrari for his Premier League season debut. Alright, it's corner here for City. Probably the final play of the day, but I want to keep a clean sheet here. Clean sheet on our Premier League season opener would be great. Sterling takes a step back, and we're going to get 3 points here to open up our Premier League campaign. We're trying to defend the title, and that's the dream start. That was a pretty good performance for the most part. City showed signs of hope, but overall I think we were the better side. So there it is. Juan Soro Alvarez has been sold to Bologna. £7.4 million for the Spaniard. That's going to allow us now to go in and go for a centre midfielder I've been wanting to go in for quite a while. So as we go into our transfer hub here, I know exactly who I'm going for, and that is Frankie de Jong. A release clause of £50.4 million. Thank you very much, Ajax. Let's pay that and skip the club negotiations. Now, I've already worked out the max I can offer him is at $120,000 a week, and the board say 140 minimum, even though he's on he's on 40,000 at Ajax. So I'll say 110 to 120 now. If he rejects that, then I'll get some more money together and have another crack after that. But hopefully it's good news, and hopefully Frankie de Jong is a Villa player by the Man United game. Whilst we do wait for Frankie de Jong's decision, we have got another transfer offer. It's from Fenerbahce. It's for Andros Townsend. It's well above his value and even his range on the market. So 7.7 million from Fenerbahce will be accepted. Unfortunately though, no reply from Frankie de Jong as of yet, so we rock into this game now, away, our first away game of the season as we go to Old Trafford. So it's been a good start to the Premier League season so far. 1 game, 1 win, no goals conceded. We hope to keep a similar record here. Away at Old Trafford though, that is not an easy way to kick off our first away game of the season. It's our strongest side, but I'm very interested to see who United have. They've just signed Jose Gaya, so he's making his debut. He was at Juventus previously. They've also brought in Davy Selke from Brighton, so that's interesting. Now though, here is a greater look at their side. So David De Gea is the man in between the sticks. Dujon, Sterling, Fernandez, Jimenez, and Jose Gaya. Maya, Pereira, Fred, decent midfield. Thorgan, Hazard, Selke, and Martial up front. So all around, it's a pretty strong side. Lukaku on the bench, Pogba still on the bench, but a strong side. But now for a look at our starting lineup. Potentially the final time that Draxler will start for us. Of course, if we get Frankie de Jong, he will take Draxler's spot. Still trying to sell Draxler, but the side as a whole is the exact same one we rocked against City. Here we go, look at Hudson-Odoi. That's a beautiful ball through to Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's going to play it. Jesus, what a finish. He keeps on scoring. Jesus has scored in every game he's played for us, and he gives us the lead 13 minutes into this one. That was beautiful to begin with, though. I think it was Mendy that might have played it through to Hudson-Odoi, but look at this finish. If I'm not wrong, it's the outside of the boot. Yeah, he's hit that with the outside of his bloody boot. Look at this. Just bang. Look at the movement on that one. I love you, Gabby. Corner here for Manchester United. 26 minutes into it. They're looking for an equaliser. Fred hits that one in. It's fallen to Sterling at the back post, but thankfully it goes wide. Good defense there from Kimpembe. Now we're on the counter-attack. Mendy dinks that one over the top beautifully to Brandt. Brandt in. Silva. Oh my god, it's like we almost had too much time to think about that one. Me personally, I charged up the shot so much earlier than I needed to, but that would have been a beautiful goal. We are playing a beautiful brand of football. Alright, we've got an early corner here in the second half. Draxler Sending that one in there. Kimpembe, 2-0. That's his first goal as an Aston Villa man. What an aerial threat he provides. We've needed somebody like that. We've needed somebody that can win the ball for us off of corners. And that is exactly what Kimpembe does. 2-0 up in the 48th minute. Going to go there, 2-1. Bissaka. Goes to Silva. Still on. Hudson-Odoi. Hits it! Save from De Gea. It was red timed as well, so if we scored that, I would have felt a little bit cheap. But we do get a corner from it, and I'm going to be looking for Kimpembe again. Not that I can really see him there, to be fair. We see Militao, though. Militao! Almost the same result. That one's sent deep to the back post. Good touch, Martial. Martial hits it, forces a save out of Pickford. Corner here for United in stoppage time. Come on, let's keep a clean sheet. Let's keep a clean sheet. We don't. Martial scores for United. Gives them a glimmer of hope, but I'm not going to allow that. Frustrating. It seems like a lot of the goals we concede are always off corners and set pieces and all that. Martial is getting his body in front of Hudson-Odoi's. And that's the first goal we've conceded in this Premier League season. Frustrating goal to concede as well. So there it is, fellas. That's the full-time whistle. 2 wins from 2. A 2-1 result here with Aston Villa. Honestly, our side feels miles better than the side we had last season. Those little upgrades we've had, especially in the defense and even playing 2 up front, I just feel like we're creating so many more opportunities and, yeah, having so many more attackers in better positions, which I really like. And there it is, straight after the Man United game. Andros Townsend departs the club. He is headed to Fenerbahce. We've got to say a big thank you to Andros Townsend. He was a hero for us. He was one of our best players in those opening few seasons. But it's time for him to go. £7.7 million to Fenerbahce. Well, I'm a little bit worried. I still haven't heard back from Frankie de Jong, which makes me feel like they're going to reject us. So that's frustrating, but we're looking to continue our undefeated start to the season. We're back at home, I should say, as Leicester City travel to take us on. We get a goal nice and early. Jesus continues his success rate of scoring in every single game he's played for us so far, but they find themselves an equaliser. Olmo makes it 1-1, but Silva, he scores 2-1 in our favour. Beautiful stuff to see. Good to see that we scored at least 2 goals in all of our games, but Julian Brandt makes it 3-1. Lozano picks up a yellow card. Barring a minor miracle, I think we're going to get the 3 points here. We continue our undefeated start of the season. So dominant. 3-1 against Leicester. Still no word from de Jong, which has me a little bit worried. However, an offer from Draxler here from Manchester United for £47 million. It's a tempting offer, but I'm going to go in and negotiate with the Red Devils. They must have seen something in him in that game we played against him. I mean, he's a good player, but I feel like we could do better. He doesn't have that standout characteristic that I've been looking for. So we say 67 million. They accept it. 67 million pounds for Julian Draxler. And there it is. I'm still waiting on a reply from Frankie de Jong. Please, mate. You know what I'm going to do? Just because I'm afraid that he's going to reject us and then we'll have to wait until next window to go in for him, I'm going to retract the offer. For the pure reason, I'll have to wait 7 days. There's 9 days remaining in the transfer window, so I can go back in for him in about a week's time. Transfer offer from Brighton for Tom Davies. Not a chance. He is, whilst not a starting 11 player right now, he is one of our key players. I love having him around the squad. Rejecting that one 100%. Here we go. The UEFA Champions League group stage draw. Who do we have in our opening Champions League group? Who's it going to be? Are we going to get some of the big dogs? We aren't in one of the first 4 groups. We have Roma, PSV, and Dinamo Kiev. That is an achievable group. That's a group we can get out of. It's going to be a tough task in some aspects, but I have a lot of confidence seeing that group draw. All right, so we're going to simulate another game here. We're going to have an insane couple of days coming up because not only will I be going in for de Jong, I want to go in for another striker, just as a reserve striker to have around the club. But we need to focus here. We need to get a win against Everton. We got the wood over them in the Community Shield, and I would love a repeat performance. They've got David Alaba, but Jesus again. Let's go. He is really our Jesus. He is Jesus for us. But Jesus makes it 1-0. Come on, let's hang on and get 3 more points. 10 minutes to hold on. Come on, Villa. No! Onyekuru hands us our first draw for the season, but we're still undefeated. Another transfer offer here for Julian Draxler. United accepted 67 million, but he rejected United. Wow. Okay, I didn't even get told about that. So I do want to sell him because we can't go ahead and get more players if I can't sell him. I can get De Jong, but that'll be about it. So I'm going to say 70 million on the dot. So there we go, 70 million. What are Wolves going to say? They are going to say 65.1. Yeah, I'm going to accept that. 65.1 is a good offer. All right, so let's try this again. Frankie De Jong, 50.4. Yes, pay and skip club negotiations. Now, I am going to say 160 to 220,000. What is the Dutchman gonna say? PSG want their man back. It's another offer for Draxler. He's still talking with Wolves, but PSG, we got him from them on a free transfer a couple of years ago. Now they want him back. They must have missed him. So let's see if we can really stretch it here. We're gonna say 71 million for Draxler. What is PSG going to say? 49.1! You can get in the bit. I'm flat out rejecting that. That is fucking insulting. Transfer offer for Ito from Dusseldorf. I'm going to reject that. Although I am not overly in love with Ito, he's a handy player to have on the bench. Let's go! Frankie De Jong accepts our offer. The Dutchman will be joining us here at Aston Villa. What a beautiful moment. Surely we have to be thrust into the contention as one of the favourites to win the Champions League this season. Oh my god. In real life, he looks like he's going to Barcelona, but here, he's an Aston Villa man. Let's go. Here is the cutscene of him juggling the football. Beautiful stuff to see. He's going to fit so perfectly into our midfield. Only 26 years of age, 90 overall. What a beast. So there it is. Julian Draxler, no longer an Aston Villa man. He was good for us. I enjoyed using him, but ultimately he wasn't that game-changing midfielder for the squad. But ultimately, we did pick him up on a free, so selling him to Wolves for £65.1 million is absolutely brilliant business. I'll take all the praise here. Thank you very much. That's so kind of you. But I'm going to hold off on making any more transfers this window. I'm going to suss out our side and really get to feel out the squad and see what needs working on come January 1st. But it has been a transfer window for the ages. Kimpembe, Pickford, De Jong, and of course, Jesus coming into the club. Lascelles, Alvarez, Townsend, and Draxler all out of the club. And now this is what our starting lineup looks like. Absolutely insane. But lads, that is where today's episode will come to a conclusion. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. It's been JarradHD here. I'll see you for the next one. I'm out. Peace.